To the Jews from Jerusalem by William Blake. The field from Islington to Marybone, to Primrose Hill and St. John's Wood, were builded over with pillars of gold, and there Jerusalem's pillars stood. Her little ones ran on the fields, the Lamb of God among them seen, and fair Jerusalem his bride, among the little meadows green. Pancras in Kentish town repose, among her golden pillars high, among her golden arches which shine upon the starry sky. The Jew's harp house and the Green Man, the ponds where boys to bathe delight, the fields of cows by Willen's farm, shine in Jerusalem's pleasant sight. She walks upon our meadows green, the Lamb of God walks by her side, and every English child is seen, children of Jesus and his bride. Forgiving trespasses and sins, lest Babylon with cruel Og, with moral and self-righteous law, should crucify in Satan's synagogue. What are those golden builders doing near mournful, ever-weeping Paddington? Standing above that mighty ruin where Satan the first victory won, where Albion slept beneath the fatal tree, and the Druid's golden knife rioted in human gore, in offerings of human life, and groaned aloud on London's stone, and they groaned aloud on Tyburn's brook. Albion gave his deadly groan, and all the Atlantic mountains shook. Albion's spectre from his loins tore forth in all the pomp of war. Satan his name, in flames of fire, he stretched his Druid pillars far. Jerusalem fell from Lambeth's vale, down through Poplar and Old Bow, through Malden and across the sea, in war and howling, death and woe. The Rhine was red with human blood, the Danube rolled a purple tide. On the Euphrates Satan stood, and over Asia stretched his pride. He withered up sweet Zion's hill, from every nation of the earth. He withered up Jerusalem's gates, and in a dark land gave her birth. He withered up the human form by laws of sacrifice for sin, till it became a mortal worm, but oh, translucent all within. The divine vision still was seen, still the human form divine, weeping in weak and mortal clay. O Jesus, still the form was thine, and thine the human face, and thine the human hands and feet and breath, entering through the gates of birth, and passing through the gates of death. And O thou Lamb of God, whom I slew in my dark self-righteous pride, art thou returned to Albion's land, and is Jerusalem thy bride? Come to my arms and never more depart, but dwell for ever here. Create my spirit to thy love, subdue my sceptre to thy fear. Spectre of Albion, warlike fiend, in clouds of blood and ruin rolled, I here reclaim thee as my own, my selfhood, Satan, armed in gold. Is this thy soft family love, thy cruel patriarchal pride, planting thy family alone, destroying the world beside? A man's worst enemies are those of his own house and family, and he who makes his law a curse, by his own law shall surely die. In my exchanges every land shall walk, and mine in every land. Mutual shall build Jerusalem, both heart in heart and hand in hand.